Alright, let's look at the homework 11.4, problem number 10. Alright, so let's do this one. Alright, so we want to find the sum of the first 10 terms to approximate this sum of the series. Alright, so let's do that. So I'm going to use GeoGebra here. Alright, so we want to sum up, so we want to find the sum. Alright. Right, so we put the expression which is 5 over square root of, let's say square root of n to the 6th power plus 3. Right, and the variable in this case is n, and starting at 1 and the first 10, so it ends at 10. Right, let's hit enter here. Alright, I think it's thinking. Alright, so here, actually it gives you this, so I'm gonna have to turn it into a numerical value, so decimal value, so numeric, then, alright, then hit enter. Alright, so then we want to round it to 5 decimal places, so I'm going to go to rounding and go to 5. Alright, so looks like, let's see. Alright, it came out to be 3.47309. Alright, so let's type it in here. Alright, so we got 3.47309. Alright, and submit for testing. Alright, looks like we got the S10 correctly. Alright, so we want to estimate the error. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so remember that instead of using this one, we're going to make it a little bit simpler. So for example, here, there's a plus 3 there, so I'm going to get rid of that. Then you're going to have this series. So you have a summation. N goes from 1 to infinity. Right, then you have a 5 over. Right, so it's a square root of n to the 6th, so that's equivalent to n cubed, right? Right, so this is a larger series. So we're going to use the upper bound for S10 for this guy, right? So error is going to be less than or equal to. So I'm going to call it, so I'm going to just say error. It's going to be less than or equal to. Right, remember that it's going to go from, let's see, in this case, let's see, first 10. So it's going to go from 10 to infinity. Right, so I'm going to turn this into a function. So it's a 5 over, right, n cubed. So I'm going to put the x cubed, and with respect to x. Alright, so since I don't like the way this is written, alright, I'm gonna rewrite it as 5 times x to the negative 3. Alright, so we can evaluate. So this is going to be, alright, so it's a improper integral. So I'm gonna do a limit, and as t approaches infinity. Alright, antiderivative of that would be, so 5 is just a number, put it there, and add 1 to the power, so it's negative 2. Then we're going to have to divide by negative 2. And then we're going from 10 to infinity. Alright, so what we get is, let's see, I'm going to rewrite this guy. So this is really the same thing as negative 5 over 2 times x squared, right? So this is going to be equal to, right? So you have a limit as t approaches infinity, right? Then plug in t, so it's negative 5 over 2 times t squared. right? Minus, it's going to be plus because of the negative sign. So it's going to be 5 over 2 times 10 squared. All right. Then you can see that here, this term, since t goes to infinity, so denominator gets really, really big. So this is going to approach 0. All right. So what you end up getting is going to be just this guy. So you have a 5 over 2 times 10 to the square, 10 squared. Right? We can simplify this, right? And a 5 and 10 cancel out, so it's going to be 2 left over. All right, so this is going to be 1 over 2 times 2 times 10, 1 over 40. All right, so let's try that. And here, go here. I'm going to do 1 over 40. All right, let's submit for testing. All right, we got the second part correctly as well. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.